Good morning, everybody. Happy Easter. Nice to have you back. All right. What are we going to do today? What else? We're going to make deviled eggs. Deviled eggs, right? No, deviled has nothing to do with Easter. Actually, the term deviled, from deviled eggs, comes from the 1700s, and it meant spicy or tasty. So any kind of food could be deviled. In this case, it's going to be eggs. All right? In a little bit, we're also going to talk about some symbolism as, like, why eggs for Easter? All right? But let's start with the cooking lesson. So you're going to need to hard boil however many eggs you want. Typically, it's a dozen. I did my eggs in the Instant Pot, which is very fast, very simple if you have one. It's 5 minutes on high pressure, 5 minutes natural release, which means let it just sit before you release the pressure. And then you take them out and they're 5 minutes in an ice bath. And you almost always get perfectly easy to peel eggs. If you don't have an Instant Pot, stovetop, bring a pot of, put eggs in a pot, cover them with water, bring that to a rapid boil, 6 or 7 minutes on boil. And then you can take them off and ice them after that. All right? So I want to show you a little trick on how to easily peel an egg. Hopefully this will work. This is the last one I have to show you how to peel. I've already peeled a bunch. All right? So you're going to crack your egg. All right? Take a little bit of the shell off. I'm going to take a spoon, a tablespoon preferably, and you're going to slide it right underneath the shell. And just slide it around. Comes off beautifully. Right up underneath there. And there you go. All right? All right. So you're going to take your eggs and you're going to cut your eggs in half. And you're going to take out the yolks. Put your solids off to the side. All right? All right. So, while I'm doing this, let me tell you a little something. So, why tulips? Why lilies? Why daffodils? Why would those represent Easter time? Well, it's spring. Spring means new life. Think about how a tulip or a daffodil, how they come back to life in the spring. They resurrect. They come from a bulb that has lain dormant in the ground all winter. Come spring, new life comes from that. There's another thing they use to represent Easter. Lamb. Why lamb? Well, again, you have new life, but also lamb is representative of Passover. Passover is a feast where they celebrate what happened in Exodus, where the Spirit passed over the houses and protected the Israelites. Jesus was celebrating Passover when he had what we know as the Last Supper. Also, Jesus is known as the Lamb of God. So now this gets us to eggs. Why eggs? Well, again, we have springtime. And we have new life. But if you think about it, what else happens? Egg cracks open and a chick emerges from the egg. What is that reminiscent of? What does that look like to us? Jesus emerging from the tomb. And that is often why eggs represent Easter. All right, so we've got our eggs in the bowl. I'm going to take a fork and I'm going to mash my egg yolks up. I'm going to get them nice and crumbly, break them up a bit. See what I'm doing in there? All right? going to add a couple tablespoons of mayonnaise. You can add more or less to your liking. All right? You give me a dash of garlic and a dash of onion. Again, to taste. I'm not going to give you a measurement. A little bit more. You know how much I like garlic. Okay? We're going to need a dash of black pepper. And how about a little bit of mustard powder, ground mustard powder. I'm going to add a dash of that. Okay? I'm going to mix all this up. Now, you got to notice something. I didn't add salt. Do you want to know why I didn't add salt? Because I'm using my mother's secret recipe. See, my mother's deviled eggs weren't just deviled eggs. My mother's deviled eggs were deviled eggs. That's right. She put deviled ham in them. So I'm putting deviled ham in these eggs. Okay. We're going to mash that up nice. You don't need any salt. There's a lot of salt in the deviled ham. All right? Good?
Yeah.
Okay?
All right, second.
All right. From there, we want to get them into the shells. Now, you can spoon it in. Messy. What I do, take a food storage bag, Ziploc bag, whatever you want to use. I'm going to spoon my egg mixture all over the place. Now I'm going to spoon my egg mixture into the bag without making a mess, hopefully. Get the air out of here. Spin it up. All right, here's what I'm going to do. That corner, that tip, I'm going to snip that off to the side so you don't get it in the eggs. I'm going to snip that off. Now I have kind of like a pastry bag, but instead it's a deviled egg filling bag. And I'm going to put a dollop in each egg. Nice and neat. Look at that. Look at how pretty that comes out. You could use a frosting bag if you wanted with a big tip, if you want to make them really pretty. Pick out like a fancy tip or something. After I've put a little bit in each one, I'm going to go back. I want to make sure I had enough for each egg. Add a little more to the ones that look like they could use a little bit more. And then when I'm done, I'm going to take a smidge of paprika. Be very careful, all right? You can be heavy-handed. You don't want to be heavy-handed. This is smoked paprika. You can use regular paprika if you want to. And just a little sprinkle. There. Deviled eggs. We actually have 2 batches because I pre-made some also. And now you have it. So now you know what to bring to coffee hour when we come back from break. Would you like one?
Sure.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Enjoy, everybody.